I'm Teresa Hemmersbach, and I'm here with Cna Zahrte, the district superintendent. Can you tell us the history about the CNA program?
Absolutely, and I understand that you're enrolled in the
Yes.
class this year as a
Yes, I
senior,
am.
which is great. I think it was 2 years ago, the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development made available grant money to school districts to start programs that would provide students with a certification in a career area. And so Mr. Joyce, Robert Joyce at the time, was our CTE, or Career Technical Education Coordinator. And we talked about our community, and with the VA hospital and Toma Memorial Hospital and so many of the nursing home facilities that are available in the area, we discussed the value in having a CNA program, Certified Nursing Assistant program. So we actually wrote a grant to receive funding to get the program up and running.
Okay, so how can you sign up for this CNA program?
Well, it's my understanding that we've started a class called Health Occupations for Sophomores. And that's to give students kind of an understanding of all the different areas in the medical field or in the health-related areas, to kind of spark the interest in going possibly into a field in the area of medicine or health. And then once you've had that class, we are planning on building additional courses, but I think it's just a matter of, you've taken biology, maybe you've taken anatomy, physiology, you have an interest in something in the medical field, and you are able to enroll in the Certified Nursing Assistant program. So it's a matter of going to the guidance office and saying, put this on my schedule.
So how long does the CNA program normally take to be a CNA?
Well, from what I understand, and I don't know all the ins and outs of the class because I obviously have not taken it, but I believe it is a semester class. There are so many hours worth of coursework that students have to put in, and then you're actually involved in clinicals where you're in hospital and nursing home settings and getting experience in actually doing the job. And then following that, there is an exam that you have to take, and you have to pass in order to get that certification.
Okay.
So it's I think it's a really great program, and I think it's wonderful that you're enrolled in it. I think to date we've had 24 students at least who have gotten their CNA certification, and some of those students are working out in the community already. You're able to get a part-time job that pays more than minimum wage. But I think more importantly, the CNA certification really provides that entry-level exposure in the medical profession, and you can kind of build from there if you decide that you want to become a licensed practical nurse or a registered nurse or even a doctor. Getting that initial experience in the healthcare area is really valuable. One thing I want to share with you too, I think it's wonderful. This year we had a gentleman who passed away. Well, actually, I think he passed away 2 years ago, who left a good portion of his estate to the Toma School District for scholarships for students. And we just have finally wrapped all that up, and the family requested that the scholarship money be used for students who are going into nursing, and preference be given to students who have completed the CNA program. So this will be the first year that we have two $2,000 scholarships available for students to apply for. Wow. And that can help those students who have gone through the CNA program continue their education. So I'd encourage you to apply.
That's awesome.
Once you finished it, yes. So what made you decide to take the CNA class?
Well, we were sitting in art class one day, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and Miss Winchell, she just kind of was like, oh, I always wanted to be an ultrasound technician. I always thought that would be really fun. So I looked more into it, and I honestly could see myself doing that. So I enrolled myself in the CNA program, and I'm starting it in March.
That's wonderful. That's just great. And I think there's so many jobs like that out in the medical profession and in healthcare that we really don't even know that much about, or students aren't exposed to. So One of the things that we're looking at doing as we develop this Health Career Academy is actually creating kind of job shadow experiences in a lot of different areas in healthcare, so that students could spend time maybe in that lab situation where you're not necessarily working with patients, but you're working with blood samples and doing work like that, or the technician piece of it. There's the medical records area. One of the things that we saw, we went over to La Crosse and visited their program, and in talking with some of the students, they were doing these rotations, and one of the students said, I always thought I wanted to be a pediatric physician working with little kids. And she said, after I did my rotation with the EMTs, the emergency medical technicians, I realized that's what I want to do. So we really think giving students the opportunity to experience some of those different types of professions will help them see the wide variety of things that are available, and help them maybe focus more on the career that they really want to have. So it'll be interesting to see if that's what you end up pursuing, or if there's other things that come your way. So.